chapter 14 of Isaiah today. Well, the first two verses of chapter 14, the Lord will have compassion on Jacob and will choose Israel again. He'll settle them on their own land. The resident alien will join them and be united with the house of Jacob. That's Isaiah chapter 14, verse 1. Now, the terms Jacob and Israel there, they take us back to the idea of a single united nation descended from a common ancestor. So it's the idea of the northern tribes and southern tribe back together. God will choose Israel all over again. Barry Webb, the commentator, says it is the conviction of Isaiah and the other Old Testament prophets that the Lord will go on choosing Israel in this way until the purpose that he had at the start in choosing her in the first place is fully realized. Of course, he's going to make other lesser choices along the way, but he's going to choose to discipline Israel when that's required, and he'd even use pagan nations such as Assyria and Babylon to bring that discipline about. But ultimately he will confirm his original choice by choosing her again. So Isaiah 14 verse 2, the nations will escort Israel and bring it to its homeland. Then the house of Israel will possess them as male and female slaves in the Lord's land. The Lord will be the ruler. The people will be as slaves to the Lord, servants of the Lord. They'll make captives of their captors and will rule over their oppressors. So, as Webb says, salvation is pictured here as a return from exile, and that image would have made perfect sense when Isaiah originally gave this prophecy, since the whole of the north and much of the south had already been ravaged by Assyria. However, that prediction is more a forward-looking prediction of what will finally ultimately be the case when the Messiah comes, rather than something we're expecting to be immediately fulfilled in Isaiah's time. The complete fulfillment, we discover, ultimately awaits the day anticipated in the New Testament when the meek inherit the earth and share in Jesus' rule over all the nations. Thanks for joining us for the start of Isaiah 14 on Daily Bible Time. We'll be back with verse 3 and following of Isaiah 14 tomorrow. God bless.